Data breaches and cyber threats are on the rise, posing significant risks to organizations worldwide. In this digital age, it has become imperative for businesses to protect their sensitive information and safeguard their reputation. And you will definitely agree with me on that point. And in this presentation, I will present you a compelling business case for implementing an information security management system based on the ISO 27001 standard, offering a comprehensive framework to fortify just about any organization's defenses, enhancing customer trust, achieving regulatory compliance, and to gain a competitive edge in the market. And this is very important for you as a cybersecurity and also a GRC professional within the industry to have this particular skill set as it relates to gaining support of your executives as it relates to implementing a ICMS within an organization. Now, gaining the support of executives for the implementation of ISO 27001 and just about any security initiative within an organization can be a very challenging task, as it requires a compelling rationale to justify their commitment and investment. However, if you have the skill, for example, utilizing a well-constructed business case, this can indeed serve as a powerful tool to substantiate the importance of information security and significantly influence their decision-making process. And by presenting a comprehensive business case, then you can effectively articulate the benefits, the return on investment, and strategic advantages that an information security management system based on the ISO 27001 brings to your organization. And we're going to be exploring how this business case can act as a catalyst in justifying the executive support and securing the necessary resources for a successful implementation of an ICMS within your organization. And as you're looking on screen, then this is my plan of action that you can actually adapt when you decide to implement a ISO 27001 or just about any framework or standard PCI DSS. I mean, if within your organization, then the same approach can be used. And the great thing about this, guys, is that I'm going to be presenting a link in the description to all the resources and the information that I'll be providing, that you can actually take the time to go through all the fine details and to make the necessary adjustments to the information that I will present in this. Right, so the business case for the implementation of the ISO 27001, and very importantly, is I've highlighted in this section. Why is it necessary to provide a business case? I always like to start with the why. So let us quickly look at a number of reasons in terms of justifying the why for our business case. All right, so there we have our why. The justification for the business case: alignment with business objectives, risk management, stakeholder engagement and support, compliance assurance, and competitive advantage. Let us quickly look into each of these elements quickly. So as it relates to justification for investment, implementing an ICMS requires resources, including financial investment, personal, and time. Therefore, a well-defined business case helps justify the need for these resources by highlighting the potential benefits and return on investment that can be achieved through the implementation of an ICMS. It enables decision makers to understand the value proposition and make informed choices regarding resource allocation. When you talk about alignment with business objectives, then for sure the business case demonstrates how implementing an ICMS aligns with the organization's strategic objectives. It helps establish a clear link between information security and the overall success of the business. By identifying how an ICMS can support business goals such as regulatory compliance, customer trust, risk mitigation, and competitive advantage, decision makers can see the direct impact on this organization's bottom line. And then we go on to risk management. Information security risks pose significant threats to organizations, ranging from financial loss to reputational damage. A business case for implementing an ICMS highlights the importance of proactively managing these risks and showcase how it is that the ISO 27001 provides a robust framework for risk identification, assessment, and mitigation. And it also emphasizes the potential savings and risk reduction that can be achieved by implementing the appropriate security controls. When we move on to our stakeholder engagement and support, a well-documented business case helps engage and gain support from stakeholders across the organization. It enables effective communication of the needs for an ICMS, its benefits, and the strategic advantages it brings. This support is crucial for securing necessary approvals, obtaining budgetary allocations, and garnering commitment for key stakeholders throughout the implementation process. Then we look at compliance and assurance. The ISO 27001 is an internationally recognized standard for information security management. Therefore, demonstrating compliance with this standard through a well-structured business case can help organizations meet regulatory requirements, satisfy contractual obligations, and assure customers, partners, and other stakeholders that their information is being handled securely. It provides a solid foundation for audit processes and regulatory assessments. Then we have our competitive advantage, right? So looking at why it's necessary to provide this business case. So the last one is competitive advantage. In today's digital landscape, customers are increasingly concerned with the security of their data and prefer to engage with organizations that prioritize information security. Therefore, a business case for implementing an ICMS based on the ISO 27001 highlights a competitive advantage that organizations can gain by demonstrating their commitment to protecting sensitive information. It showcases how the implementation of robust security controls and adherence to best practices differentiate the organization from its competitors. Therefore, providing a business case as a professional within the organization for implementing an ICMS based on the ISO 27001 is essential to articulate 1, the value, 2, necessity, and potential benefits of information security management. And this also helps decision makers understand the strategic importance of investing in an ICMS that ensures that resources are allocated appropriately to safeguard critical information, assets, and mitigate risk. Right? So here we have it, guys, as it relates to looking at the importance of providing that business case for implementing your ICMS within the organization. So let us look at the formats that you could actually take as it relates to providing that business case for the implementation of your ICMS within your organization. So the very first thing that you want to do is to present that executive summary. That's your executive summary, guys. Right? And the purpose of this business case is to outline the benefits and justification for implementing and information security management based on the ISO 27001 standard. And this ISMS provides a systematic approach to managing and protecting an organization's sensitive information assets. This document will highlight the key advantages and potential return on investment that can be achieved through the implementation of an ISMS. As it relates to your introduction, then this could start by saying that in today's digital landscape, organizations face an increasing number of cybersecurity threats and information security breaches. These incidents can result in severe financial losses, damaged reputation, and legal implications. Implementing an ISMS based on the ISO 27001 helps organizations establish a robust framework for identifying, managing, and mitigating information security risk. And once that is completed, then the next thing is looking at compliance with international standards, right? Risk management, continuous improvement, cost saving, enhanced customer trust and competitive advantage, and also providing your conclusion. Guys, so let me quickly give you an idea as to what this will actually look like in terms of putting together this information for your case. And I will place in a link that you can actually use as a template to guide your process, right? So let me just quickly bring this across for you guys so that you can actually have a look at the breakout of this information that we have as it relates to business case for implementation of the ISO 27001, right? So you're placing a link to this article, right? And as you see, I have a number of articles that you can actually gain a lot of insights from, right? So that's the business case for implementing an ISO 27001. So you have your executive summary, the introduction, compliance with international standards, risk management, and all necessary details. But what is very important is the use of an actual example, an exercise that you can actually use. So in this case, for example, where you have your executive summary, right? Let's say ABC Corporation, a leading global technology company, faces increasing cybersecurity threats and must ensure the protection of its sensitive information. To address this challenge, we present a business case for implementing an ISMS based on the ISO 27001 standard. This comprehensive framework will enable ABC Corporation to proactively manage information security risk, enhance customer trust, achieve regulatory compliance, and gain competitive advantage in the industry. So going back to our template, the outline, so there we have our executive summary and example. Then we go down to our introduction, right? So when you're doing your presentation, you pretty much would outline this framework. For sure, you will not have all of these details on this PowerPoint, just the bullet points, right? As you present your executives, based on the fact that you want it to be as quick, not as technical, in a way that they really understand from a financial perspective. And over the coming weeks, guys, for sure, they definitely want to tune into our series looking at financial cybersecurity. So getting back to what we have at hand. So in today's interconnected world, it says that ABC Corporation operates in a digital landscape where the risk of data breaches and cyber attack is ever present. The implementation of an ISMS based on the ISO 27001 will enable ABC Corporation to establish a robust security management framework, mitigating potential risk and ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of critical information. Going down to your compliance with international standards. Therefore, by aligning the ISO 27001 standard, ABC Corporation will demonstrate its commitment to information security best practices on a global scale. Compliance with this internationally recognized standard will open doors to new business opportunity. These are the things that the executives want to hear coming from these presentation, partnerships, and reinforce ABC Corporation reputation as a trusted and responsible organization. Risk management. This cannot not be overemphasized as it relates to managing risk. Therefore, an ISMS based on the ISO 27001 will empower ABC Corporation to systematically, one, identify, two, assess and manage information security risk. Through regular risk assessment, vulnerabilities will be pinpointed, enabling ABC Corporation to implement effective controls that mitigate potential threats and safeguard the organization's valuable information assets, enhance customer trust and competitive advantage. And here you have all the details that are listed, not to mention cost savings and efficiency. Right? The executives definitely like to hear about cost savings, return on investment, money well spent. Implementing an ISMS brings long-term cost savings to ABC Corporation by identifying and addressing vulnerabilities, potential security incidents that could lead to financial losses, legal liabilities, and reputational damage can be prevented. These are the things that the executives want to hear. Continuous improvement and adaptability. Right? And just to sum this up, guys, in conclusion, implementing an information security management system based on the ISO 27001 standard is vital to ABC's corporation ongoing success in the face of escalating cybersecurity risk. So that's very important as it relates to an organization, very important for the executives to hear this coming from you as a cybersecurity leader, justifying from a financial perspective, return on investment, why it is that they need to implement is ISMS ISO 27001 initiative within their organization. So guys, there you have it. Definitely hope that this has been very insightful. For sure, feel free to explore all the necessary details, the information that is presented on my site that you're looking at, right? So I have a number of interesting articles that you can actually use. Use cases for assessing GRC practices, assessing your current GRC practices. Looking at lapse. Should I, a security expert, should I recommend iOS devices? Not to mention, there are also a number of, let us also explore, guys, a number of very other useful information. For example, you want to learn how to practically conduct various types of cybersecurity and GRC assessment, use cases for assessing current GRC practices, right? And from this link, you're able to gain access to all of my Udemy GRC courses, practical assessment for cybersecurity and GRC professionals, best practices for cybersecurity and GRC professionals, the ultimate cybersecurity GRC professional, where you actually, I share with you practical experience of developing a cybersecurity program from an holistic perspective. If you want to get into cybersecurity, IT auditing fundamentals, and the list goes on. So there you have it, guys. Business case for the implementation of ISO 27001.